Oh, right. Welcome. I'm just going to quickly get this up so I can see any potential messages and who's watching. But welcome to Minifigure Mondays live. Today we are going to build 3 of the Marvel minifigures. It probably will take roughly about an hour, so hold on for this video. I'm just checking I am actually live because it looks really strange on here. Where is my channel? Not that one. There we go. I can see myself live now, and I'm gonna turn that down if my internet's working. Oh, new time out events. Oh, I can time you out if you chat too much rubbish on the chat, apparently. Right, I don't know how well you can see me, as I said. Hopefully that camera will pretty much get me. I might just twist it up slightly because I am going to be standing tonight, and I'm hoping there's not too much chocolate on it. My little girl decided to play with it earlier. Right. I'm also just going to get myself a keyboard because I need one. Just completely forgot about this part of the setup. So, today, what are we going to do? We are going to... Have I got any spare USB ports? That's the question. Damn. How do I normally do this? I normally use a USB-C hub. Hang on. It's been a while. Right, and as I'm saying... Probably a good idea if you don't drop your microphone. Right, as I was saying, I'm going to have a look, see if you can see me down here. Just minimize this one for a minute. Put the USB port in there, and then put it into USB-C port. This is the only problem with working with a laptop. Not enough USB ports. But there we go. So, like I was saying, today the plan is to create a stop motion animation of the new Marvel minifigures, which I haven't got in this room. I've just realised this is not the one I want, but these are the one we're going to create. So give me 2 minutes, and I'm just going to grab the other boxes. So don't go anywhere. I'll be back momentarily. And there we go. Right. If you are watching, feel free to say hi. I don't bite. I love to chat, and I'm sure that will become very apparent as this stop motion, because I'm just moving my pillow, so I'm not planning on kneeling today. Right. So for this, we have 2 lights just here and here. We have a light above, and we're going to be doing our stop motion here. Now, as you can see the GoPro, this main big camera here, which is just going to show you everything I'm doing. If you want it a bit zoomed in, shout on the chat and I'll do it. The bottom right, you've just got your view that I have on my DSLR, or however you say it, Canon 600D, and we have a GoPro there filming me. Hello, just so you can see me, and chat at the top if you want to see what's going on. It has been, I think it's nearly been 2-3 months since I last did a live stream, so it's been a little while. But I was doing the X-Wing, and I've got a few updates to the channel. I've got lots of videos in the works, and not a lot coming out at the moment. I've got just so much going on. It's been ridiculous. So I'm hoping to finish off a few videos, and I've just found a piece of Lego that I've been missing, which is really cool. And I'm trying to move a bit towards some stop motion, some actual stop motion animations in the next few weeks. So you'll be seeing some of those. I'm playing a lot of ideas as always, but the channel's nearly at 1,200 subs, so I'm really happy. Right. Now, online, I've been looking up how to find the differences between these minifigures. Because, oh, that's different. Right, so this is my first time wearing them. I'll tell you more in a minute. So what we've got so far is we've got Storm. She is really quite cool. I have Mr. Knight and Agatha, which are over here. And I got a second Agatha because I can't feel the bags anymore, and so yeah, unfortunately we get doubles. I'm not sure about this series. I do not like the fact that I can't feel for what I want. It's just annoying me. I'm also really struggling with my space here tonight. I've moved. If you have watched my live streams before, you'll notice that I've moved where I'm positioning myself. So I've moved my sets around. This is my larger set, which I have to stand up for. It's actually a lot better in some respects, but also is making it harder in other respects. But we're getting there. Right. So first off, the 20 grams. So we've got 120 grams and 119, and I think this was also 19. That is also 19 grams. So those two potentially are the same. When you look up online, there's a lot of, you need a scales which goes to 1 decimal place. I unfortunately do not have that. I could look up online now the weights and tell you blah blah blah, but let's face it, it's probably not that interesting. And if you want to know the weights and what weights do what and what etc., just go and look it up. No, I'm going to leave this out in case I need to move away. Right, we've still got some in view. So let's do the 20 grams first. I'm going to put the two 19s to the side. And let's really hope that these are not the same as ones we've already had. So, how many people have we got watching? 2. Hello everyone. I'm going to move around the side. I'm stepping over wires. Like I said, I'm in the middle of changing sets around. I'm planning on doing a massive change here. So there is actually going to be room for all my wiring when I do live streams and stop motion. I don't know if there's a particular way to get into these, but I haven't found it yet. Oh, that's brilliant. That's one I've been wanting. Wolverine. So I've really wanted Wolverine, and he's got 3 claws. Awesome. Don't know why. He's just really. I remember the comic book Wolverine from childhood, and obviously everyone loves Wolverine. It's awesome films, and they're just so good. And this figure, from what I've seen online, looks really good. So let's build it in stop motion. Let's take a look. I just need to move the box. So, can you see it on the camera? Probably can't. I've got, like I said, a bit limited space today, but there we go. Wolverine. So we haven't got a duplicate yet, which is really good. I'm not sure how it's going to go down with the 2 19s, and I'm really hoping I have 3 different minifigures to build today. So if you are watching, any ideas on how to build this today? Because if you've watched any of my stop motions before, I obviously always build them so they move and they're animated. Oh cool, he's got 2 faces. Oh, so I'm just going to double check this. I'm assuming one's when he's Wolverine and one's when he hasn't got that. Yeah, it looks a bit weird if he doesn't have the eyes. Cool, so we probably won't do the face change on this, I imagine. And then we've got some claws, and we've got the little floaty bits. Oh, he's got his hair. Cool, so we'll have his hair, and I cannot remember who that is, but I'm sure somebody can tell me. And then we've got a load of spare parts, the bits I don't necessarily need for this. So let's get that one out of the way. I'll just put it there for now, so we can see there's some more to go. Right. If you are watching, shout hi in the chat. But otherwise, I'm going to start making a stop motion. So here we go. Right, I'm hoping everything updates as we go along. It's a bit harder for me to see. I'm trying to watch on the camera Right, nice and central. I've got all my lighting quite nice. I'm just going to pop this little forest man there just to check the lighting. Oh, that's beautiful. Really well lit today. I've had a couple recently where I've accidentally not had the lighting quite right. I think he's going to do a landing kick. I'm trying to encourage myself to find some new ideas of how to build these minifigures, because I think I've built something in the range of 200 odd in stop motion now, and I'm actually separating out some of the videos. I'm going to put them on TikTok. I've started a TikTok channel. They're doing relatively okay on there, and I want to, obviously everybody on YouTube seems to love them as well. Although, saying that, I did Fake Mario the other week, and Mario went to my #1 video. So apparently, what people like more than Lego is fake Lego. If that's true, let me know. Just checking this is nicely in focus. So along the bottom, you'll be able to see each frame that I'm taking. I'm just checking the quality, making sure it's nicely focused. How do we get his claws out, I wonder? I think this has become sort of my favourite way of building minifigures, having them slide down with their arms up. And I really probably should try and move away from it. But, you know, it's fun. So he's going to just dip down slightly. There we go. And he's going to start coming back up. Put his arms down a bit. Make sure I've got that straight. Just going to double check there's not too much movement there. I'm not 100% convinced by the focus here. Right, he's going to stand up, and then the last little movement is just going to be his hands down by his side. Ready for his head to come on. Now, is that in focus? Looks it. Yeah, that's actually really good focus. Probably my blurry eyes. Look at those sideburns. Proper thick. Like, obviously like they are in the films and the comics. I'm really looking forward to Deadpool and seeing Hugh Jackman as Wolverine again and in the yellow suit. It looks awesome. And I hope he's in it for most of the film. But you never know. They might just be teasing us with that one clip. Let me know what you think of this Marvel Series 2 so far as well. Have you picked many up? Have you had many duplicates? And I've certainly seen on places like Facebook people trying to swap them a lot. Right, just have a look. Yeah, that looks good. I normally have a second screen when I do this live, but not today. Right, so he's going to take his mask, so he's going to lift his arm up just slightly. Going to pop his arm on the mask, if I can. Now, what I'm doing here, you probably can't see it very well on that camera, so I'll show you this camera, is I'm going to put a tiniest bit of blue tack just at the back of this mask here. I'll try and show you on camera. I think you should be able to see. A tiny bit of blue tack. Whoops. And then he's going to put that in his hand. He's going to keep lifting it. That way I don't need to clip it into his hand. I don't need to worry too much about the motion. I do need to worry if he starts moving. And then as it gets higher, I can also, it gives me a few extra options. Whoops. At this point, and then I can just take the blue tack off. And what I can do is pop it back on, again, hidden on the inside this time. And I'll try, might just twist his hand slightly. Normally I'd probably do that during the motion upwards, but you haven't been able to see his mask anyway, so you don't necessarily know where his hand is at this point. There. Okay, we're going right on the edge. And the only thing is I'm now going to have to double check how it looks. I think that's okay. Right, let's just get that live view up again so you can see. You probably can't tell, I take the live view off sometimes. It has to be using Digicam, it has to be the front screen of the main screen of the computer, which is really annoying. Right, as we are now going to put his helmet on, his hat. I don't know, what is this? Mask. It's not a helmet, is it? It's a mask. Right, so at this point, his hair is going to obviously vanish. And when this becomes a stop motion, okay, so we're going to take his hair off. I'm going to put this down slightly. Let's just see. And then a bit further. And final push. So it is, when you're doing this sort of stop motion, it's really, really important to just do, even that hand now, I'm doing these really tiny movements, followed by some larger movements as he's moving through the arm swing, followed by slowing down. And then I'll tell you what, he's now going to lean forward slightly, put both arms up. Both arms up. Oh god, I keep knocking my lights today. I normally fix them down a bit better. And tell you what I am going to do. I'm going to try this. It might not work. So if you see the final footage and these, I'm just going to take them off. So what I'm going to do is put his claws on, rotate them backwards, take a 1 frame shot of it. So it sort of gives, it will give a bit of movement almost as they come out. The idea being here, pardon me, it might totally fail, but it's all about trial and error. So then flick them round, left. I think that might actually work. It's just, like I said, gives that little bit of extra movement. That's quite weird. I didn't realise till recently I actually didn't have any superheroes. Right, so I'm just going to lean in back once. It was only when I got the Batman bike I actually had my first ever Lego superhero, if you would. Right, so we're just going to do some really big movements here, just to show him sort of swinging through with those claws. And then you can start to come back up, and then there we go. Right, I'm going to move my chair forward. I'm going to start the rotation element. Oh dear, that was not what I should have done. Right, just going to have to double check something here. Yep, that was bad. Right, what I'm going to do is just have to delete. Hang on. Take the next one. Right, so what I did here was I knocked my camera, which, trust me, is not something you want to do. What I've done is knocked it forward. But inevitably, whenever you do anything like this, trying to get your camera back to where it was just is impossible. It never returns to where it was originally. So you just have to try and get it as close as possible. And that's a slight bit of movement. And I'm not too worried because my next thing is to turn this while standing him back up. So instead of taking that picture, I'll do the turn. And you won't notice because now the whole thing's moved. So thankfully, I could half save that. Now, I actually slowed my shutter speed down a while ago for these. I don't really know why, I was just messing with settings. I think I was trying to get better focuses. And so I've got to make sure I turn this, push my spacebar, wait for it to click all the way through, because I've done a few where I've suddenly noticed a bit of my hand's in there, or a blurry hand normally. So I'm just going to take my time with this rotation. And if you ever watch these videos, you'll know they are roughly 10 to 15 seconds long. Some of the shorter ones are about 7 or 8 seconds. And we have already been going about 15 minutes with this. So I'm just going to lift these up as he comes round. So when I do this sort of movement, I always do the turn first, oops, and then the action. Take my photo, turn, action. And then sometimes you got to check, did I actually do the turn first? And very small movement at the top just to show he's sort of stopped. And then we're going to start a small little swing. So I do this whenever I do the swords. And big swing, have him move. And really big. So when he comes down, we took probably like 6, 7 photos to get him up, and done about, I think this is number 4 to come down. So as you can see, the downward motion is a lot faster. And he's going to go all the way through. There we go. And he's just going to stand back up. Now I'm debating, do I put this pink head? Is it more dark? More dark? Something like that? See there, I did the movement first by accident. Here's a really cool figure, I love it. I know one of my friends would certainly want this one. But if they see this video, they'll be like, I hope he gets 2, because that means I can have it off him. I'm debating that. Do I do some sort of giveaway on the channel for duplicated figures, but I haven't quite worked out how you earn it first. I am planning, so on the channel we've got a few things coming, just to give you some updates while we just watched Wolverine spin around here before we open our next box. There we go. I'm just going to one last spin, but leave him there. And then he can, to finish this one off, because he's a main character and he's awesome, lift his hands, and then get rid of his claws, so they go a ways. Oh, I could have done something cool with like twist his hands or something to put his claws away, but no, he's not Spider-Man, is he? And that's the crossover we need. Oh, what? I assumed this was a proper piece of Lego that's just hollow. It's an actual hat. So what I'm going to do is put that on there. Like that. I can't do it. Blue tack. I don't know why I never just start with blue tack. I always know these things are never going to balance on Lego. And then I should just start with blue tack. Yes, I need to now make this like 3 or 4, but a good few frames long. God, don't hit your camera. Don't hit your camera. I don't really know what this thing is. I mean, I love all the Marvel films and stuff, but I'm not a huge comic book geek. So it's knowing sometimes is quite hard. There we go. That'll do for Wolverine, and he can lose his purple head friend. That's a really weird piece. I did not realise that was hollow. I was going to shove it on his hand. My idea. Oh, I could have, but yeah. Right, quick little review of this figure. Let's not. Right, see, I should have been able to get my chair in and not hit the camera because it's got little legs. Can you see me? You just about to see me. Right, here we are. So if you want a proper look at him, he looks. I'm just gonna tap this. So I can see he looks really cool. And this is, if I turn him around, we can put his hair on. It's got a bit of a receding hairline hairpiece, but look at that, really quite a cool hairpiece that comes with him as well. I'm going to use that for something else. I wonder if I could get away with using the face for something else, something medieval. I'm quite tempted to do a medieval style Star Wars. Alright, what I'm going to do is have him standing there holding his mask. I'm going to call it a helmet again. Got some invisible rods here. So I'm just going to put that inside the mask so you can't see it, and then he can stand and hold it. Do you see that? So it's just an invisible 1x1 tube, and he's just got his hand on it. And then Agatha can move along because we've got multiple of her, and Wolverine can go there. Isn't that cool? We've got Wolverine. So next, these two both weighed 19 grams. Do we think they're the same? There's only one way to find out, and that's getting off this chair and eating a biscuit. No, it's getting off this chair and opening one. Let's go for that one, see if it fell over. Right, just going to get that out of the way. So this one came up as 19 grams on a set of scales, which was not. Woo! Do not take out your wires, Mr. Lego Brick. So I'll open this here. Hopefully this is not too bad. Ugh. He says you can't. I actually really struggle to get into some of these boxes. Well, it's another duplicate. It is Mr. Knight, who we already have. That's annoying. Shame. So it's this guy just here who has a fish tank somewhere. Oddly, online, I am sure he came out when I looked quite light. I'm sure he was only about 17 grams, maybe 18. I'm sure somebody can correct me and tell me, no, he is definitely 19 point blah blah. Well, I don't think I'm going to build him in stop motion on the basis I already have. So let's get on and open the next box. As I now have two duplicate figures, I might well do some sort of competition in where you can win some of these. Or if you have any of the other figures I have not yet produced on the channel, feel free to message me and maybe we can organise a swap these. Obviously, probably UK based, otherwise it's a bit difficult. So, let's go. Goodbye, Mr. Knight. It's quite strange. I had only 2 of these originally because I'd found them early in Tesco's and I've just picked up 2 boxes. I don't know why I only picked up 2 boxes. I didn't find them early in Tesco's. It was a completely different shop, of course. No, I think they just put them out by accident. But I only had 2 and I was like, right, if I pick up another box, it's literally a 1 in 6 chance I'll get a duplicate. What did I do? Got Agatha straight away. And now I've got Mr. Knight. Right, if this is another Mr. Knight, I'm going to cry, I think. So, what do we think? Let's crack it open and see. Oh, I shouldn't have peeked, should I? That's really bad. Do you want to peek? What is it? Who is it? You see? You see yet? It's Beast. That's awesome. I think, is that all the X-Men? So I've got Storm, I've got Wolverine, and I've got Beast. Well, that's good. Well, is that... But I've got all the comic book X-Men. I can't think if there's another one there somewhere. Right, so we are going to obviously build him. I just realised I haven't given Wolverine his claws. I need to not lose those. Knowing me, I will. I'm just going to double check what it sounds on here. I need to not lose those. Yep, good. You can hear exactly what I just said. Right, let's have a look at Beast. So, I've got a feeling he has something to build with him. So let's open up the little ziggity zaggedy manual and see what we have to do. And I'm sure I could work it out if I really, really looked at it. I just wish Lego would put these in normal little bag. Oh, right, there we go. So that's how we build Beast. That's fine. That's fine. So, right now, 5th. So this is ridiculous. I haven't even got 6. So it's less than a 50-50 chance of getting a duplicate. And I already have 2 duplicates. What are the chances? Well, we just gave you the stats. So, I think Beast can do some running. Anyone think Beast do some running? What? Where does that go? Oh, okay. Oh my god. Okay. I am going to have to think when I build that. So he's going to run in. Oh, wow. They didn't show you this on the box, did they? Look at this cup. How cool is that? He's got a little X-Men cup. Can you see it? I don't know how close I need to get to the camera. And apparently I don't even know where the centre of the camera is. Yeah, that is awesome. Cool. That is going to have to be used in some sort of funny stop motion. So I'm really, I keep saying this, but I really want to make some funny stop motions moving forward. I'm going to keep up with the set builds. I've got a backlog of sets. I've told myself I'm not buying any more until I get these built. I've got the castle to build, which you might be able to see just there. I've not touched that for 3 months because I was doing the X-Wing and I want to get on with it. So that is coming very soon. That is going to be my next live. Let's add a couple of blank shots in between. So what I do is I take some photos of, move that as well so I don't get too much reflection. Take some photos of just the stand without anything on it, just so that as then I'm going to tip him forward so it's a nice slow walk. No, we're not, because he's going to fall off when I hit my spacebar. There we go, nice slow walk onto his studs. And yeah, just slightly lifted and then push back down. There's multiple things I want to do at the moment. One of them being funny stop motions, because I just want to be funny. I want to play with Lego and make some funny sets and funny things. And yeah, I know I've had a couple of requests for, oh, how did you do that? How do you do this? And I'm going to do some videos of how I did it. I mean, obviously, you could have potentially picked it up and stuff like this before, and I've also been doing some time lapses. Another little thing I've got coming on the channel, if there's some interest, is can a 3-year-old and can a 4-year-old build? I'm going to make him smash the cup, maybe. So my daughter got obviously lots and lots of Lego for her birthday, and I give her Lego all the time because I spoil her. But I've been getting her to try and build her own Lego, and I've actually been quite shocked at how well she can do it. So I've sort of been testing her a bit, putting her on a 5+ set, putting her on a 6+ set, seeing if she can do it, seeing what the difficulties are, and filming that all in glorious time lapses. There we go. That was slightly. Now this is a cool hairpiece. It's a shame that, I don't know, could you use this? So this hairpiece, could we use this for somebody else? So say, oh, pick the wrong one here. Does it work? Does it work on Mario? I'm not really sure. I'm not sure you can use that hairpiece. I've never noticed before actually, all the X-Men have really cool hair, other than Xavier. Storm's got her little Mohican. Beast has got this massive sort of pigtails, backwards combed. Oops. There we go. Let's put it there like that. Thing. And then, right, he's going to do the classic Mr. Lego Brick, pull it out your bum. Slight twist of the hand here. And again. And you know what he's going to do during the... Oops, I think we might have done a bit too much movement there. Let's have a look. Oh no, that's alright. There we go. Right, swing it around. And we're going to have to show off this really cool X-Men cup. Is that in focus? It is. Oh look, his belt's got an X-Men on it as well. That's cool. Right. And then, as he lifts his hand, we'll prepare for a stop motion build in the middle of a minifigure build. Right. How does he hold this? He puts... That's his microscope. Didn't actually click to what this was at first. Oh, did you see that? Damn. Was that movement big? No, it's not too bad. Ugh. Worst thing ever when you bloody well hit your camera. I've got a weight on it, but I've actually lowered the tripod so low it doesn't actually... Right, this is going to be hard. You know what I really want to do is just a micro build on the hand of a minifigure, because it wasn't already tough enough keeping everything still. Sure is what I haven't done actually. I haven't done any head turns for a while. Let's start that. I just realised he's got the same printing for the mouth as the orcs. That's quite funny. Ha ha. Some extra binoculars in here. That's cool. Right, let's move his head again. And then we're going to stop with the head movements. Right, I'm just going to have a quick look to see how that looks, because I feel like there might be a lot of movement there. Yes, that's fine. Oops, came out absolutely fine. And he's just going to lift it up slightly. And then all the way down. Start facing us again. And we can put this away in his pocket. And of course, his bum pocket. If he can hold it round to his bum, that is. Oh, last one was terrible. I'm going to delete it. So it's something I have realised I needed to do is delete as I go along. Previously I just used to do it in the video editor, but I've kind of realised it doesn't work. There we go, that can be him putting it in his pocket, because everyone keeps a microscope in their pocket. It's really quite cool. And then let's just start this. Now I haven't forgotten, he does have a second face. So on his rotation, he's going to, just need to double check I didn't put my hand in front of that one. No, that was fine. He's going to stop, drink a bit of tea or coffee or whatever's in his pretty little mug. If you can't tell, I really like the X-Men mug. It's cool. It's a cool little feature. Right, here you go. Top tip coming. Secondary tip, did you move the... No, you didn't. Oh, sit back down. Delete this. And move it and take another. That's what I was saying earlier. Do your movements, do your rotation, do your movement. So this one's not too bad, but you can, if you're making them drink from like goblet or something like that, what you can actually do is turn the hand over, and oddly it just works a lot better. Right, let's just have a look. I'm just going to have a look to see what it looks like. It's good, other than the platform moves slightly. So I'm just going to take that one again. Cool. That's really good. Okay. Stage 1. Right, what we're going to do is take a picture without the beast. So without the cup in there, not the beast. Then a picture with the cup here. Moving forward again, take that photo. Yep. So what I'm doing here is taking photos that will change the side I'm using. So all these photos are blank shots without anything else in them, purely for the purpose of being able to remove that stick that I'm using. There we go. I mean, that one probably doesn't matter because it's went over the whole lot anyway. But I wanted him to throw the cup. And now we have. So now as he rotates, he's going to start standing back up. To his lovely neutral position. Check his hair's nice and straight. Whew. This is hot work. It's actually oddly really warm. I mean, I know I've got the lights on, but they are LEDs. They're not exactly hot. But it's amazing how warm you do get just building Lego standing up using a camera. Alright, let's have a little, well, after this, I don't know, a little look at these three. Oh, we only opened 2 figures actually, didn't we? But the figures that I've so far got of this lovely Marvel Studios Series 2. And we can just see what we think of each of them. There we go. And one more shot just to show we stopped. And there we go. We've made, unfortunately, only 2 minifigures in stop motion, so I'll probably do an extra one overnight in a minute. If you are watching, please feel free to comment along to give us your opinions. all of these Marvel ones actually come with a little stand so you can make them. Whoops, did not want to do that. Make them fly and stuff, and it's really quite cool. I'm tempted to display them like that. I've got a little minifigure display case from Smith's in the UK that I'm going to fill up soon. Whoops, breaking it all. That microscope's really quite cool. I'm going to use that in something. Don't know what yet. But there we go. So there's working with the beast. Let's put him there for now. Now let's have a close look in on the GoPro. I'm sort of a bit behind, so I'm hoping he looks good on here. But yeah, really quite cool, quite detailed. Got his little blue pants on, got his little claws. I can definitely see his printing there actually from the werewolf from the last CMF minifigure series. I haven't got him up there actually. I'm sure somebody's got those little feet like that, and I'm sure that mouth on the other side is the same as the CMF orc. I don't know how well you can see that at the moment. So I haven't got a view of what the GoPro sees. I'm not sure I can do that. Oops. There's that tiny micro build, or probably minifigure scale actually. Microscope. If you look through that, you can see what's in his vial. Little X-Men badge on his belt. The X-Men cup that I said about earlier. It's really quite a cool figure. I'm quite happy with the X-Men. So let's put Agatha over here. Let's move Storm with her buddies. So, five. I've bought 7 boxes so far, and I've got 5 different minifigures. Not doing very well. And I think with the other CMFs, I've only ever got 1 duplicate or made 1 mistake in the old poly bags. I wish they'd just do paper bags. It'd be so much simpler. And I've seen so much online about people who've been ripping open boxes and stuff like that. It's just, it's not fun. It ruins it. Okay, yeah. Right, let's have a look at Storm before the next bit. Oh. Who's that? Hey Thomas, how are you doing tonight? You missed me opening boxes and getting duplicate minifigures. Yeah. I've got. Do you want some minifigures? I've managed to open a Mr. Knight, the same, and I've got an Agatha the same as well, wherever she's gone. Over there. Yeah. Oh, there's his fish tank. I need to put that on him. You love X-Men, don't you? Wolverine? I want to get that one, the pink one, the one you've got supersized. That would be really cool. I want to find that and buy it. But no, I've got these 2 duplicated already. Really, really annoying, because I want to try and get all of these for another video. I need a proper set of scales to go to the shop and just weigh everything to find out what I need. Yeah, I'm doing good tonight. Making minifigure videos. Nothing better. But Storm's really cool. Right, I'm going to do one more tonight, I think, which is going to be the castle. Castle. What one do I need to do next in this? Who did I do last? The Girl Knight, I think. So I'm building the castle. I'm getting back onto building the castle now, so I will finish this one. And I will add lots of stop motion for you, just like you enjoyed in that other castle video. Who do I need to make? That's bag 3. Bag 4, done them. I think it's the knight and the lady of the castle. Oh, she's not very interesting though. Who's next after the lady of the castle? Sorry, I'm looking for which minifigure I need to build to release I'm going to release all the builds of the castle bags separately to begin with, until I've finished it. A little boy knight with a... Oh, I see him. I think he's over there. Let's have a look. Yes, and I need ideas for more stop motion. I need ideas for the sets that I want, the like funny little skits that I want to do next. Right, it's going to take a couple of blank photos. Did you see me make 26 bags for the castle? I'm on bag 13, but I haven't touched it for 3 months. I'm going to build this little dude next. Don't know if he's supposed to have a sword or what. I'm going to give him a sword. There's a sword to hand. He can do a little dive in. So I've been building when I built the castle bags, I didn't bother building the minifigures at the time. So I've been building these, I don't know if you can see them, these little minifigures that go with the castle. Because I've suddenly realised 23 minifigures is a bit of a big job. But there we go. I want you to build that F1 car next. So we can see that. There we go. Give him some nice legs. Leg kick. Get him down. Also, you need to download TikTok and start supporting me on there. We can do a little slide. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. There we go. Sorry, silence as I perfectly make him smoothly put his arms down. There we go. Also, I still can't believe yesterday that you said you've never been to the Lego room. I should say my office, not the Lego room. Oh, hello. Yeah, I'll be done in about 15 minutes. Thank you. Tom was watching me. Thank you.
You can see me, right?
I don't know. Yeah, slightly. Hot chocolate. Just what the doctor ordered. Now watch me make it go cold. There we go. You'll see how long one of these minifigure things take to actually make, Tom. It's ridiculously long. They're about 15 minutes per figure for 15 seconds of video. This guy's got a cool second face though, so this will be good to see. And he's got your hair. There we go. Just gonna check. What is this guy's? Is he supposed to have anything at all? Or is he supposed to be a child? Where was it? Just doesn't have anything. It's really weird sometimes when they sort of do the minifigures but they don't put anything in their hands. Oh no, he is just literally standing on, so on the pictures he stands on the battlements without anything. So what I might do, because he hasn't got an accessory, is get him to turn his head, and then get him to put his arms up in the air in a minute. So he's going to turn to look to the side. And I don't know if you noticed, I had to hold the hair and the head at the same time. And he's going to do another one. He's going to slightly rock back, slightly lift his arms, and then again a bit more. And then as we get to the top here, right, so his face is there. I've just lost track. Where was his arms last time? There we go. Let's have a quick look to see how that looks for the transition between the head. That's all right. And that. Then we're just going to have him switch his arms to and fro a bit. Try and make him look extra scared. And what I'm going to do now is actually turn him around, and then when he gets to the halfway, I'll put him back to his normal face. And hopefully this is going to, I'm planning, with this castle I'm building, because there are 23 minifigures, rather than 23 minifigures in a row, which would be, God, like it's 4 per minute, roughly, maybe 5, a good one. You're looking at probably 4 or 5 minutes of video. Well, yeah, easily. So I've got a couple of Lego Technic sets I want to build actually. But I did I don't know if you've seen it, my daughter's little monster truck. That was a Lego Technic. I haven't built that in stop motion yet because she wanted to play with it, but I've got a second one now, which I'm gonna start to build. I was saying I've got a Lego Technic monster truck, which is my daughter. I'm going to start to build that in stop motion, but actually it's really hard. Like compared to the bricks, I think it will be a bit of a challenge. I don't know how central his hairpiece is, but I will. I'll do that. You can do a little wave. What have you seen at work? The monster trucks. I'll dig one out in a sec. I'll show you. I'm going to build it very, very soon. They're actually wicked. Because they pull back. Actually, I did post a video. We built a massive ramp off the kitchen table with a jump on the end, and we were sending it flying down there, and then we were sending every other Lego vehicle and Duplo vehicle we have down there to see how much they smashed, which was great fun. Yeah, there's a guy I know at work, he builds all the big Lego Technic cars. They look really cool. That wasn't good. I've just realised that bottom thing isn't updating, is it? Yeah, definitely knocked the light over on that one. There we go. I'm still working on how I'm changing this setup as well. There we go, and give him another picture, and that's him done. I think that's me just about done for tonight. I might do some actual fight scene stop motion soon as well. I'll send my kids down. I have to bring them over at some point for a... Oh, here we go. If I can get it up without smashing 1,000 things. So that's one of the monster trucks we've got. That's the one I've got to build yet, which I've been begged to build multiple times. And then, what's that say on it? That's the other one. So they're really cool. They're only little, but they're pullback. So you pull them back, let them fly forward, and they're wicked. And they're based on real monster trucks. So, and they have alternate builds, but you have to look online for those. But they're really quite cool, and the girls are loving them. And they're actually quite solid because they've survived being thrown off the table, and they've survived a 2-year-old. So the only thing is the doggy one, his tail comes off all the time. But they're absolutely wicked little sets. But I'm going to build this one. I might try and do it in stop motion and just see how it goes. And then build some more. I haven't actually done a proper set build in a little while, I don't think, because I've filmed a load and then I haven't got round to finishing them off. But I've got several things here to go, so they will be getting built soon. I've got Mario, I've got Sonic, I've got, oh my god, I've got Groot, I've got Brickheads. There's a few, and then I want to do my lovely stop motions with the castle stuff. So there's lots coming. I'm going to enlist your help. I'm going to get you to come over and just help out. There we go. We've got some castle ones done tonight. We've got some minifigures. We've done 3 of minifigures, Marvel. So that's really good work. And that's all in 1 hour. That's not bad. But yeah, I think I'm going to call it a day there. Oh, and drink some hot chocolate. The messy setup at the moment. Hang on, let's go. Maybe this GoPro will be easier. Let me get it off the camera, and then oops, take a picture, and I'm just going to minimize that. So this is there's my lovely kneeling cushion. Do you like it? This is the current setup. So cameras, lights. I want to strap these down because I keep knocking them over when I kneel rather than sit. I've got the backing paper. It's actually massive. It's A3, and then I've got the old setup just there. So it's coming along, but I'm planning. The plan is to have a massive long run of desk just along here, so I can sit here. I can also set up a laptop here, not have to be going around the corner with my desk that I've got over there, which you've seen before, I'm sure. And also I'm going to replace this top light with 2 of these, so lots change. But yeah, I just need to get it a bit more organised. We make everyone feel sick now by doing that. It's just working out because I saw a Rise and Fall desk the other day, which I was quite tempted by, because quite often when I'm doing this, I will stand up and do it for quite a while. So it takes, like, you can't always sit. Like, if you look at the moment, because I've got the lights really narrow to the camera to get the lighting right for the minifigures, I couldn't just sit here and do it. Whereas if I've got a set build, the lights will be out here, and I'll be I'll probably put the camera slightly to the side. I'll sit in between it all, so it varies depending on what I'm trying to do. But that's essentially what my set is set up at the moment. Very basic. I did have 2 of these, now I've got 1, so it's not so good. And then when I do actual stop motion, I'll show you this. So if you saw the one I did the other day, that is literally it. It's a base plate. I mean, obviously it sits more forward. I put a bit of blue backing on it, so you have a sky. But the camera focuses in on this bit. As you can see, I don't know if you can see very well, but there's a backing wall there, just so that there's no lights come through here, but you do get some vision through it, some 3D effect almost, and that's how that one works. But yeah, nice big desk, nice big deep long desk. I think like 2 meter length of worktop or something is probably what I'm going to try and fit in here, maybe a bit more. We will see. But it's been too hot anyway the last few months to sit up here. It's been absolutely baking. It's only now that I'm starting to get cool enough to be up here again. But I think that's going to do it tonight. So out of 3 minifigure boxes, we got 2. Oh, if anyone wants to swap the Moon Knight for something else that I haven't got, please feel free to leave a comment. Eight by 4 wood plywood. Yeah, I thought that's just plywood that I've got there underneath the card. I actually chopped that in half when I first did it. I should have left it and just put a leg over the other side and done it, but I wasn't sure at the time what to do. But it worked for a time. It worked for the bit of stop motion I wanted to do on it. Because the main idea I think here was I was going to build the pod racers or the X-Wing or something big I was building, and it just gave me the room I needed, what I haven't got now, because I've suddenly decided I'm going to expand it all and do everything on this desk. But yeah, can you see that? I don't think I can get that in. The castle is coming next. That's what I'm going to build in live stream later on this week, probably Thursday after we go riding. But it's a bit dusty at the moment. I need to give it a clean. I can't believe how quickly it's got dusty. 3 months sitting there waiting for me, and it's filthy. Ugh. That's what I should do a video on, is actually cleaning Lego. Yeah. And that's only half built. So it's got a big tower bit to come here. And then the same again essentially on the other side. If I can show you in here. So that bit there is this here, and this has still got a tower to come up on this side, and then it's gonna, you get the big tower and it stretches round to the side as well, and that splits in half. So it's rather cool. I can't wait to get it built. I think that's going to take, it's going to go in the lounge for a bit, and the Falcon will come back up here once it's built. But it's cool. It's narrow inside though. I wonder if I move some stuff, I'll open it up, I'll talk about it, and then I'll, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. I won't. Time for a rebuild. You always got to love when you smash a bit of Lego on camera. There we go. And there we go. I think it was that way around. Maybe like that. I'm going to have to check the instructions for what this is supposed to be like. I think it's probably supposed to be like that. Yeah, that looks about right. Oh, I just realised you probably can't see actually. So don't pick the castle up by its roof. we've learnt today. Although it's still nowhere near as delicate as the X-Wing, which breaks if you look at it. There we go. So yeah, this one, when you don't break it, you somehow pull it open. Oh, and there's that minifigure I need. And then I'm just going to push all that back down because that's where I lifted it up. Yeah, then you get the castle opens up like that. And like I said, that's going to be, there's another whole section of this to go, which is going to look absolutely wicked. Mini land at Legoland. We need to go. We need to go to Legoland. I haven't been since I was a kid. Although it means we're looking at the one in Denmark as well. Oh my god, it's so dusty. I don't know how it's got so dusty so quickly. But yeah, it's absolutely wicked. That's the next bit I'm going to build. The little tower that goes there. And then on to the big bits. A really cool set. I love it. I need to get it finished. Just need to find some time where I'm not building minifigures or other stuff, or thinking how much I need to change my desk setup. And it's got the cool little forestman set there. I do not know why this is so dusty. Jesus. Alright man, I'll speak to you soon. I'm going to finish up soon anyway, because I'm tired and I've got work tomorrow. But thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll put these videos in a little minifigure video. It'll probably come out in the next day or two, so enjoy. And another bag of the castle will be coming in a day or two as well, so enjoy. If you haven't already, subscribe, and I'll see you next time when I work out how to stop this stream.